जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadrama. Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gauर Premanande. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakaacharya Shuddha Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakaacharya Shuddha Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki. अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की. नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की. प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की. संवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to Assembled devotees. All glories to Assembled devotees. All glories to Assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir-uttama shloke Bhaktir-bhavati naishtiki कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So, 10th canto, 7th chapter, or 11th shlok. We'll discuss on then. 10th shlok bhi hai na? First, we'll read the 10th shlok, then 11th shlok we will read, and then. न ते श्रद्धधिरे गोपा बालभाषितमिति उत अप्रमेयं बलं तस्य बालकस्य न ते विदु. So translation is, the assembled gopis and gopas, unaware that Krishna is always unlimited, could not believe that baby Krishna had such inconceivable power. They could not believe the statements of the children, and therefore they neglected these statements as being childish talk. Text 11 जो हमें पढ़ना है. रुदन्तं सुतम् आदाय यशोदा गृहशङ्किता कृतस्वस्त्यायनं विप्रै सुक्तैस्तनम् अपायया. रुदन्तं सुतमादाय यशोदा गृहशङ्किता कृतस्वस्त्यायनं विप्रै सुक्तैस्तनम् अपायया. रुदन्तं सुतमादाय यशोदा गृहशङ्किता कृतस्वस्त्यायनं विप्रै सुक्तैस्तनम् अपायया. रुदन्तं सुतमादाय यशोदा गृहशङ्किता सुतमादाय यशोदा गृहशङ्किता ठीक है. Word to word meaning and translation. So word to word meaning: Rudantam, crying; Sutam, son; Adaya, picking up; Yashoda, mother Yashoda; Graha Shankita, fearing some bad planet; Krita Swastyayanam, immediately performed a ritualistic ceremony for good fortune. Vipray, by calling all the Brahmanas. Sukte, by Vedic hymns. Stanam, her breast. Apayayat, made the child suck. Translation: thinking that some bad planet had attacked Krishna, Mother Yashoda picked up the crying child and allowed him to suck her breast. Then she called for experienced Brahmanas to chant Vedic hymns and perform an auspicious ritualistic ceremony. Purport: by Srila Prabhupada. Whenever there is some danger or some inauspicious occurrence, it is the custom of Vedic civilization to have qualified Brahmanas immediately chant Vedic hymns to counteract it. Mother Yashoda did this properly and allowed the baby to suck her breast. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण So as per the wish of our Maharaj, so today's class will be in English. So hope you understand in the class in English. So and I also want to seek the blessings of all the Vaishnavas for speaking the glories of this Bhagavatam. So in Bhagavatam, we have 12 cantos, and this 10th canto is known as the face of the Bhagavatam. So why face? Because face is the most beautiful part of the body. Face, we always try to decorate the face so that people get attracted. So similarly, in Bhagavatam, the most attractive, the most relishable, actually everything is relishable, but the most relishable part of this Bhagavatam is this 10th canto. So even when this Bhagavatam was spoken by Sukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj, until 9 cantos, Sukdev Goswami recited the 9 cantos Bhagavatam in 3 to 4 days. And the rest, that is the major 10th canto, he completed in rest 3 days, 4 days, like that. So we can see how special is this Bhagavatam, especially this 10th canto. So why we should read Bhagavatam? What Srila Prabhupada tells about it is that our mind is always agitated. It is always unclean. Yeah, it is full of dirty things. So initially for newcomers, And for devotees who are at initial level of their devotional life, this Bhagavatam, what it does, it cleans their mind. Yeah, unless and until we are not completely purified, we cannot achieve Krishna. So if you are not purified, you are not an elevated devotee. So how to achieve that purification? That purification is achieved simply by hearing about Krishna. The more you hear about Krishna, the more you get purified. Shrinavattam svakatha Krishna punya shravanam kirtanam hridayantastoya bhadrani vidunoti suritsatam. So in this world, generally we are affected by Rajagun and Tamagun. And because we are always being affected by Rajagun and Tamagun, our mind is always agitated. But when we read this Srimad Bhagavatam, especially about the topics of the Lord, even we try to hear, then what happens? We rise above this Rajagun and Tamagun and we get situated in Sattvagun. That's why in the starting itself, in the glories of Bhagavatam it is said, Tapatrayo Unmoolanam. This ancient scripture is so powerful that what it does, Tapatraya. Tapatraya means three kinds of distress we face in this world. Adi Bhotik, Adi Kleshik and Adi Adhyatmik. Means from one's mind and body, suffering is there. Then from others, then from natural calamities, from demigods. So all these three miseries, they get completely eradicated. Like in Padma Puran, in one shlok it is written that Tapatraya Vinashayam. Tapatraya Vinashayam means it gets destroyed. But in Bhagavatam it is said that Tapatraya Unmoolanam. So Unmoolanam means what? Completely uprooted. Destroyed is one thing and uprooted is another thing. If destroyed, there is a chance of coming back. But uprooted means it is completely rooted and means it is completely removed, that it never comes back. Nashta prayeshu shubhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. So especially now we are reading this 10th canto about the pastimes of the Lord. And this pastimes of the Lord is very special even for new devotees also. Generally 3 type of people hear Bhagavatam. It is said that 3 type of people hear Bhagavatam. One is Bibhukshu, another is Mumukshu, and the third one is Jivan Muktas. So Bibhukshu means what? Those who are sense gratifiers, those who like to hear like stories, those who like to hear for just enjoyment. Especially they are interested in story type and katha type, they can also hear. It has profound effect on them also. And then Mumukshu means devotees who are in between. They hear, but they have some doubt. Like Krishna's pastime with friends, Krishna's pastime with Yashodamaya, they have complete faith in it. But some pastimes are there which are very difficult to comprehend, very difficult to believe. Like Krishna's pastime with gopis. How can Krishna do like this? Some doubt will be there. So they are known as in between mumukshu category. And the third one is like Jivan Muktas. Jivan Mukta means they are completely liberated souls. And these completely liberated souls, they enjoy hearing Bhagavatam. Tushyanti cha, ramanti cha. They discuss with each other and they enjoy it alone. Because these devotees, pure devotees, this Jivan Muktas, their thoughts are always engrossed in the pastimes of Krishna, and they are waiting to go back to Godhead. It's like their one leg is in this material world and the other leg is in the spiritual world. So they are Jivan Mukta. So 3 people here, this Bhagavatam. But especially for us, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, reading the pastimes of Krishna, especially the childhood pastimes, it destroys our anarthas. For each demon killed in Krishna's pastime, there is a specific anartha which gets destroyed. Like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. So for each demon, he has given an understanding. He has given a explanation that if you read this pastime again and again, then your anartha will be destroyed. For example, we have read Putana. Putana, what it symbolizes? Pseudo-guru. Pseudo-guru. Pseudo-guru, yeah, hypocrisy. Like false guru, like that. And Trinavarta, which we are going to read now, it is false pride. It is about false pride which comes from material scholarships. Like due to material scholarship, our education, we become very proud. So if we read this pastime, then what happens? It gets destroyed. And Shakatasura, which we read now, which we are hearing now. The Shakatasura, what demon it is, and what anarthas get destroyed? It is bad habits, lethargy, and vanity. Like by hearing the pastime of Shakatasura, what happens? Our bad habits, our lethargy, and our vanity, it all gets destroyed. So that's why Srila Prabhupada, he emphasizes that we must read this Krishna book every night before sleeping. Srila Prabhupada's aim was to finish all the Bhagavatam. But he especially wrote this book. What book he wrote? Krishna book, before completing Bhagavatam. Why? Because he understood how important this is for our life. So that's why we have to read these childhood pastimes again and again. And what it does, it will gradually purify us. Purify us. So in this pastime, we can see after the Shakatasura pastime happens, then what happens? All the gopis and Yashodamaya, they become very fearful. And they become very fearful, and then they come and try to protect Krishna, chant Vedic hymns. And many Sakas, many Krishna's friends, they tell their parents that Krishna broke that cart. Krishna destroyed that demon. But no one believes them. They think that he is a child. And they try to serve Krishna very much with a fear that nothing should happen to Krishna, that Krishna should be protected. Krishna should be protected from all the ghosts, demons, and that's why they chant Vedic hymns, they chant by Vedic hymns by various Brahmanas. So we can come to see that how in Vrindavan Krishna gets served. Krishna gets served. But here one question arises: does Lord require our service? Does the Lord require our service? Does Lord wants any kind of service from us? Like most of the time we think that without us the service won't go on. If I am not there, then who is going to serve Radha Govindev? Sometimes most of the time we think like that. But it is said in Shastra, Krishna doesn't require any service from us. Nevatmana ayam nijalabha purna. Like Lord doesn't require any kind of service from us. Like Lord Ramachandra was there for killing Ravan and Kumbhakarna. He took the help of Sugriv. At past time you would have heard that he took the help of Sugriv, and in Chaturmas Sugriv didn't come to help. Then Lord Ram sends Lakshman, go and call Sugriv. Why he is not coming? So Lakshman goes to Sugriv, and Sugriv is sleeping. And he wakes up the Sugriv and he scolds him that, come, Lord Ram requires your help. Even in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, even in Madhavendra Puri's pastime, Lord comes in the dream of Lord in Madhavendra Puri and tells him, now I am feeling very warm, very hot. So go to Jagannath Puri, go to and bring some sandalwood for me. Even in Sanatan Goswami's pastime, Radha Madan Mohan asks, why you are feeding me only salt and dry roti? I want something more. But this question arises, whether we need, whether Lord requires our service. Does Lord cannot live without us? So in Shastra it is said that Lord is completely satisfied. He doesn't require any service from us. Like Lord killed Kumbhakarna and Ravan for their benefit only. Because by killing them, they get delivered. If they are killed, or if Lord is kill someone, or Lord is serves someone, it is going to benefit them only. There is no any benefit or any kind of things, any kind of benefit there is for the Lord when we serve the Lord. And Lord is also not obliged. Lord is also not obliged, like we are serving and we can say that Lord is obliged, but Lord is not obliged also. So it is just like some enemy comes and he comes and he attacks Lord Krishna, but it is just like what a person is coming and is eating his head on the mountain and trying to break the mountain. If a person is coming and eating the mountain with his head, that this mountain should break, what will happen? His own head will be breaked. Similarly, when someone poses himself as an enemy of Krishna, then what happens? He himself gets destroyed. Or if someone comes to illusion Krishna, put Krishna in illusion, he himself gets illusioned. Why? Because Krishna is Surya Saman. And we are like the spark. So when a fire emanates, and from fire, spark emanates, that spark cannot overcome the fire. Just like a torchlight cannot show light to the sun, because sun is self-effulgent. Similarly, no one can serve Krishna, or no one needs to serve Krishna. So we serve Krishna. So what Krishna mainly sees? Krishna doesn't see what kind of services you have done. Krishna sees how much endeavor and how much energy you put into that service. How much endeavor and how much energy you put into that service. And the energy and endeavor you put into the service, it depends on what? How much you love Krishna. The more you love Krishna, the more energy and the more endeavor you put. As everything is Krishna's property, Isha Varsam Idam Sarvam. Everything is Krishna's property. So we say that this is my property and I am giving to Krishna. So what it is? It is just like a childish thing. Like a child is giving some chocolate to his father. So the father accepts it. Father knows this chocolate doesn't belong to the child. It belongs to whom? It is father's. The entire property belongs to father. But still, Krishna accepts the service from his devotees, though everything is Krishna's, out of love. Still, Krishna feels very obliged. Krishna tries to help, feels very obliged, and he gives a lot of things in return also. But as it is said, Krishna is completely satisfied. Krishna doesn't require anything. But Krishna sees only our love. Okay, how much we love Krishna. So even as a friend, as an enemy, he doesn't require anything from us. So we know the shlok like Isha Vashyam Idam Sarvam. So like we are building temples. Like there are many temples we are building. So temples are built of bricks. And those bricks belong to whom? Krishna. So sometimes we think that I have built a temple for Krishna. And I am giving it to Krishna. But actually what? This entire thing belongs to Krishna. And Krishna can build many palaces also. Like in Dwaraka, he built 16,000 palaces. Just by his will. Just by his will, he built many palaces. So that's why for Krishna, nothing is impossible. That's why one of the qualities of Krishna is Jnana Bala Swabhavika. Whether knowledge and strength, it's very natural for Krishna. Like if we want to build a building, like for temple, it will take lot of time. Even if you are a millionaire. Even if you are a millionaire, it will take very lot of time. You have to make arrangement and drawing, design, then everything. The fastest building built until now is 6 months. A big building they build, it is around 6 months they tell. But Krishna just thought, I need this, then it appears in front of him. So this is the power of Krishna. And if such powerful Krishna is, then why does he require service from us? Why does he require service from us? So we have to understand that this service which we give to Krishna is for our own benefit. Krishna gives us the opportunity. In whatever way you want to serve me, you serve. Anoranyan Mahatan Mahiya. Matlab, he can become the smaller than the smallest and bigger than the biggest for serving so that the devotees can serve him. That is, he is as a deities, he is as Sri Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji in front of us. And if we want to worship him as Virat Purusha, then he can expand him as Virat Purusha and he can worship. Like Srila Gopal Bhatt Goswami, he wished this Shalikram Shila is there. I could also dress this Shalikram Shila. On the next day itself, that Shalikram Shila became what? It became Radharaman. Just for the pleasure of his devotees. Just for the pleasure of his devotees, it became Radharaman. So in this way, we have to be convinced that we can never serve Krishna. Yeah, we have to be convinced that Krishna never needs our service. Like even prasad we offer. We say that we need, because without my help, prasadam cannot be made for Krishna. But Krishna can accept anything. That's why Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toim. If you are poor, then you give me sirf, just what? Leaf, flower and this. And Krishna is satisfied with that also. It doesn't mean that Krishna wants to eat more. If we give more also, like chapan bhog, Krishna will take that also. So one time, Govinda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's assistant, he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, lot of devotees are coming and giving you prasad. And that prasad is in room. And that whole room is filled with prasad. Dry prasad. Whole room is filled with dry prasad. And you are not eating. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, okay, bring that prasad one by one. So his assistant Govinda bought that prasad from the room. One prasad he bought. And within few moments, what happened? The entire room got vacant. He ate all the prasad. So there is no limitation. Krishna is unlimited. And we are just limited. We are just limited particle trying to serve this unlimited. Even in another example in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, like Jagadanan Pandit, some misunderstanding happens within Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagadanan Pandit. To resolve it, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Jagadanan Pandit, serve me prasad. So in that time when Jagadanan Pandit serves Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prasad, normally how much Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eats? More than 3 times more he has eaten on that day in order to satisfy Jagadanan Pandit. So we can see that that Krishna, in order to satisfy his devotees, he accepts the service. In order to satisfy the devotees, he accepts the service. And the more the devotee loves Krishna, the more intimate Krishna becomes. The more you love Krishna, the more intimate Krishna becomes. So just like these personalities like Yashoda Maya, And these personalities like Vrindavan Vrajvasis, they are incomparable. We can never become like them. We can follow in their footsteps, but we can never become like them. So they have so intimate relationship with Krishna that Krishna demands from them. In our case, outside Vrindavan, Krishna accepts whatever you serve. But inside Vrindavan, Krishna demands. Why? Because of love. During Sanatan Goswami's time, when he was in Vrindavan, at that time what happened? He saw one woman, she had a child, and she also was serving Krishna. How she was serving Krishna? She was cooking bhoga for Krishna, and at the same time she was brushing her teeth. She was brushing her teeth and she was serving Krishna. She was serving Krishna. So Sanatan Goswami told, serving Krishna means Krishna used to personally come in her house. Like she cooked khichdi, some part of khichdi for her child and some part of khichdi for Krishna. So when Sanatan Goswami saw this, he told that woman, this is not the proper way to serve Krishna. What you must do? You must first take bath, brush everything, clean yourself, and then cook freshly, and then you must serve Krishna. Then she agreed because Sanatan Goswami had a very good relationship with Vrajavasis. And then what happened? After a few days, Krishna started crying when she served like that. Why Krishna started crying? Because Krishna doesn't want to be served in that way. So Krishna then, when Sanatan Goswami saw this, he told that Vrajvasi, you serve Krishna as before itself. Just like before how you served, like that itself you serve Krishna. So that Vrajvasi then again routine like brushing the teeth and serving him without taking bath, and Krishna is satisfied with that also. So by this what we can understand? We can understand that how Krishna reciprocates with his devotees by the service mood of his devotees. The mood with which we serve Krishna, with that mood Krishna reciprocates. And that's why for a devotee it is very important. He must be thoroughly convinced, like in our stage, then that Krishna has no obligation to us. Or Krishna doesn't need our service. Whatever service we are doing, the service why we are doing? The service we are doing for the pleasure of Krishna. For our benefit we are doing. So this thing we have to clearly understand. Really understand. So this pastime also shows this only, how the Vrajvasis, they serve Krishna out of love, and how lovingly, how intimately Krishna reciprocates with them. Thank you very much. So any questions or anything you can say? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।